Welcome to War Thunder Weekly News. This week, there's a lot of changes coming in the BR department. But before we get to that, there was a streamer who got to ask one of the devs a bunch of random questions. And while the video was originally in Russian, a Redditor by the name of YOLO Noob kind of summarized all the questions. The first note, ammo racks will show empty space when ammo gets used. That's something I'm looking forward to. It's the small things that always make the game massive BR changes. We'll get to that. A Chinese tech tree, no comment. Currently only for China server. Maybe a few tanks that will be premiums, event vehicles or whatever, like we see with the Type 62. Apparently they're looking to improve post-pen damage of large caliber guns, especially for slow reloading. That will be interesting to see. I'm assuming it's just going to be a buff to the IS-2, the other 122mm cannons for Russia. IS-7, maybe. That'll be an interesting tank. Wonder where they'll put it on the tree. The T-32 will have a BR change. MiG-21 and F-100, nope. No air-to-air rockets, because whoever gets on tail first wins. What I'm assuming by rockets could be a translation error is missiles, because there's already air-to-air rockets. Spawn killing. Moving spawn locations not very likely, as it requires map changes. They have some other ideas that they are working on, but would not elaborate. I'm really hoping they get some really concrete ideas out, because the issue with spawn camping in tanks is really big. But on a note of the first statement there, why don't you just make maps that don't suck? BT-24 and BT-7A, interesting takes that they might consider introducing. Jumbo BR change and possible DM change. T-64 still possible, but not now. They have a planned vehicle list for 1 year ahead. That's kind of a redundant statement, I guess. Maybe it means that any vehicle gets past the development from the suggestions isn't likely to show up that same year. BMP and BMD, very possible. Italian tech tree, confirmed. Although it's been confirmed for like 5 years. World War mode, no real information. Navy, soon tests with ships that have powerful guns. It's possible that they're referring to the current test that's going on with the double 88s. More powerful is a pretty broad term. It can mean 300 plus millimeters, or it could mean 105 millimeters. So we don't know. Japan, more close air support planes in the next patch. Working on rocket bombs, which are bombs that are rocket powered. Smoke, thinking how to introduce them, probably as smoke grenades shot from main gun. That'll be kind of fun to mess around with those at the end of a game. Explosive reactive armor will only introduce if all nations gets it, which I guess is a fancy way of saying soon. The next thing everyone probably already knows about is the BR changes. There's about like 40 for tanks and 40 for airplanes. There's a lot of changes coming. Some of them real big, some of them not so much. I'll name off some of the notable ones. The Yak-15 early, as they call it, going to be the only jet at 6.3, although it's not exactly impressive for a jet. So XP-55 is going up to 7.3 for RB. The Kika for AB is going to 6.0. The T-154A1 is going up to 4.3. I guess they saw my video. For tanks, it's much more notable. The IS-2 is going down to 5.7. But not only that, the T-3485 is going up to 5.7, and the T-3485 D5T is going up to 5.3. I don't think I've ever seen a BR change of the T-3485. And of course, the Panther II is going up to 7.0. Apparently it used to be there, and it sucked, and then they brought it down. But whatever, I hate the Panther II right now, because I keep on getting killed by it. The T-32 is going down to 7.0 in realistic battles. Oh yeah, and the Tiger E is going down to 5.7. I wonder if this will be a good enough excuse to try to get APCR for the Japanese Tiger E. Rakuten Jagdpanzer II is going up to 8.0 on a realistic, and the hot version is going up to 8.3 on both. The PT-76B is going down to 5.3, and the Firefly is going down to 4.7, which is some mercy on it. I won't name them all, but there's a lot of really cool changes. Also upon that, the IS-2 Mod 44 is losing its BR-47-1D shell, which some people are pretty upset about, although it's also getting a BR decrease. And some people are wondering if this is an excuse to add the IS-2M to the game, because it was actually stocked with that shell. It's not much different than the regular IS-2. Also upon that, the Kugelblitz in the Koline, how do you say that? The other top tier spec for Germany. They will be switching places on the tree and also switching battle ratings, which I'm completely okay with, because I always felt the Koline, or whatever it's called, looked much cooler than the Kugelblitz, so I'd rather get that one first. And changes to simulator battles are planned, but we cannot publish them yet, which is interesting. I wonder how they're going to change that. Also, some of the ISUs are going to be switched up, but it's not really going to change anything. Well, that's a really interesting change. Is also upon that, they've added a new kind of mechanic or attribute of light tanks, or majority of light tanks, really tanks with little armor. Now, when they're hit with a high caliber HE shell, I think it's like 75 and up, they will have a thing known as a hull break, which is like, I guess the tank just flies apart, whatever. It's a one-shot kill basically, and you don't have to be accurate, so your HE won't be caught up in their shreds anymore. It's kind of an interesting mechanic, though I doubt I will benefit from this much at all, because I don't use HE shells at all, and I find trying to switch back and forth between them really just tends to get me killed. But essentially, light armored vehicles, shoot them with HE, they're more likely to die. Not really official news, kind of unrelated. A user-made OV10 Bronco. Someone's been making it. It looks cool. Possible to see as another user-made premium, which will be really cool. It's a cool looking plane. I like it. The G.50 is apparently going to receive a new flight model. And besides that, there was a lot of minor changes that aren't exactly interesting. I'll link them all in the description. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, don't hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. I make news videos every weekend. I like to fill the week in with whatever happens to come to mind. I have a kind of a plane review of the Russian Hurricane. It's in the works. But anyways, have a good day, and yeah.
Keep it up and victory will be ours. Горит! pressure on. Victory is close. Allied forces have captured